All right, everybody. This is Kelly, your Central Florida's real estate ninja, and today we're going to jump into, and I think I'm going to do this for all of the surrounding areas that are the most populated, like Mineola, Ocoee, Winter Garden, Orlando. But for today, we're going to get into schools, right? So one of the things that we often get here at the Ninja headquarters are requests for, what are the different schools in Clermont? And I will tell you, because Clermont is literally nestled right next to Groveland, right next to Mineola, some of our schools might be shared. And I'll share that with you in a minute with regards to one particular school. It's a high school. You might live in Clermont, but you go to that high school and it's outside of Clermont. Now, as always, if you are considering moving to the area, please make sure you reach out to the local school board and get more information. What schools are going to be near wherever the location is you guys settle on. I am going to drop a link below that will have all of these schools separated by age groups. And you're welcome to go and click the links and do your own research. I've kind of done it for you, but it'll be there for you. And on your own time, you can go and look at those particular schools. And the last thing I'll say before we get into it, if you guys are considering or thinking of making a move, don't forget, and I'll go into more detail at the end of this video, but if you reach out to me, my contact information will be all over. It'll be in the description, it'll be in the comments. Reach out to me. I want to make your transition, your relocation, if you will, easier. What we do at Team Ninja is we offer 25% of our buyer's agent commission to you that you can use for closing costs. And guys, that could be thousands of dollars that you can take advantage of to help buy down some of those closing costs you're gonna have to face. So if that's of interest to you, reach out, text, call, get on my calendar, whatever you want to do, and we can talk shop all day long. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, and I want to share with you the first schools that we're gonna look at, and these will be preschools. So guys, here is Clermont, just for reference, so you can see what I'm talking about. Orlando, Florida is over here, about a 20-minute to 25-minute trip. Disney World, Lake Buena Vista, all of that's here, again, about a 25-minute trip. And then over here along the I-4 corridor, you've got SeaWorld, you've got Universal Studios, all of that within 30 minutes. And then if I go out a little bit farther, Clermont itself is within an hour to an hour and a half of our beaches, New Smyrna, Daytona, Ormond, a nice little hour to hour and 15-minute trip to that area. And if I go out a little bit further, just so you can see, Clermont is literally in Central Florida. Tampa's here, Orlando's here, Beach is here. So that's what we have to give you a perspective. Now, here in Clermont, right? So here are the Clermont. Let me go a little bit more. There we go. So there you go, guys. Downtown Clermont's kind of in this direction. But here is a list of the schools. You've got Wesley Christian Academy, Kids R Us, and some of these are, because these are preschools, some of these are private, but there is a list, just a sampling of what you can get within a 3 to 5 mile radius in Clermont. And these are your preschools. Now, guys, I'm going to leave this link below so you can have access to it. You can go and do your research and take a look. And I would highly recommend to look at the Google reviews as well, and get an idea before you move down, especially if you have younger kids that need preschool. Kind of get an idea of where you're going to put them and what the ratings are. I mean, to me that's like super important, right? So okay, let's move on now. We're going to go to elementary. Guys, here are the elementary schools that are located in the Clermont proper area, and you guys can get an idea over here of what's available. So if you're buying a house in this area, there's a couple schools that are here, elementary. And again, you're going to want to call. I will put a link to their website. You're going to want to reach out to the Lake County School Board and just get an idea based on your address, or have your realtor, me, if I'm going to work with you, to do a little bit of research and tell you based on that address what schools are available. But you got Pinecrest, Grassy Lake, Mineola Elementary. So you do have some charter schools. Imagine this one right here is a highly rated. If you're going to be anywhere near this area that's within striking distance, I would get on their waiting list. It could be a couple years. So if your kids are in preschool now and you want them to go there, I would get on that waiting list. This is one of our top rated schools. You got Windy Hill Middle, Lost Lake, Family Christian Center, which is a church, You also have, and let me see if it's over here, Real Life Christian Academy. Real Life is one of the largest churches in Lake County, Florida. They've got a bustling, I believe, I want to say K through 12. Land of Lakes Montessori. If you like Montessori, it's all right there. But guys, there is an example of, or an eclectic view of all the different elementary schools that are located here in Florida, Clermont, Florida. Now let's go to middle schools. And guys, if you'll notice, there's a lot of them, right? So, I mean, we've got a lot of good choices for you here. Now, let me see if I can find it. I believe it's this one here. This one is actually, wait a minute, this one. All right, so here is the brand new, I'm going to say the name wrong. I get it wrong all the time. RELOCATION Academy. This school is the newest school being built by Lake County in Clermont. And this is going to be just a beautiful campus when they're done for a middle school. So this is something, if you're going to live within this area, you want to check on. That's brand new. And guys, I drive by it once or twice a week. It's absolutely stunning, this campus that they're building there. You've got Cypress Ridge Elementary. You've got another Montessori, Pinecrest, East Ridge Middle, Lost Lake. So all of these schools, accompanied by also different churches that own schools, are all right there. I, again, will put this link for you, and you can go and take a look at all of these. And I would look at, again, the ratings, how many Google reviews, and just read some of the reviews and get some expectation. Let me say this, though. Be careful on these reviews, because sometimes people will post reviews if they were in the parking lot and it took an extra 10 minutes to get their kid. Oh my God, they'll leave like a Wikipedia. Oh, this is the worst school. Satan goes here. So be very careful. If it looks like they're whiny butts, just go on to the next one. But if you see a lot of negatives, then you know maybe that's not the school that you want to partake of. All right, let's go on to high schools now. Right? So high schools, there are a lot of choices. Now, earlier in the video, I told you that some of the schools, whether you live in Clermont or a different city next to Clermont, you might go to. This is one I would check on depending on your address. This is Lake Minneola High School. It's a fairly new campus. It's one of the newer high school campuses, and it's absolutely beautiful. It gets really great views. A lot of the people that I associate with that have kids that are still in that age group, they love this school. So I would check on Lake Minneola High School if you have a Clermont address. You've got Pinecrest Lakes Academy. You've got another Montessori. You've got East Ridge High School here. So all of these, Clermont Junior High, you've got some of the churches. Family Christian has one. Real Life has a high school. So a lot of different choices here in Clermont, depending on where you live. But again, if you're looking for high school information, I will post this link below for you. You're welcome to check them out and also look at their Google reviews. Now, charter schools. Charter schools are a little different. These are schools that are not going to be the traditional government-based school. The charter schools are typically hard to get into, and they're going to have, and guys, this isn't 100% true what I'm about to say, but in talking with parents, especially parents that have used me to help them buy homes, the charter schools, which are harder to get into, usually have a little bit better class makeup, not as many kids per teacher ratio. There's more flexibility. I'm going to leave it there. I don't want to dirty the water, but charter schools definitely have their advantages, and there are some disadvantages. I would, if I were you, if that is an option for you, take a look at the link below for charter schools and go and look and see if, reach out to the school, look at their reviews, reach out, see if the school can send you information. But remember, a lot of the charter schools, you're going to have to get on a waiting list, right? So let me stop sharing. And when it comes to Clermont, Florida and our schools, I think we've got it dialed in. Guys, I grew up in Orlando, moved up north, came back to Florida, and then eventually made my way back to Clermont some 20 years ago. And I think that our school systems are amazing. There's good family atmosphere in Clermont. We're into sports here. Our football teams, when football season's here, we are all up into that. When we do our Christmas parade, you're going to see all of these little groups coming through on the parade. It's just amazing. But again, very careful that you guys do your homework, your research before you pick that school district or the home in terms of its location. If you want further information, just reach out to me, drop me an email or text me and say, hey, Kelly, I'd like more information. Get on my Zoom calendar and we can do this together and start talking about where you're interested in. Last thing I'm going to say, again, if you've got a home that you need to sell and you're in the area and you're looking to buy another home, reach out to me. We do have special programs that we give our YouTube family. And so when it comes to selling your home, I'd love to share with you what we do that's totally different. I'd tell you this much. I'm the only real estate company in town, an agent in town that owns 2 of the largest Facebook groups in the area. And so when we take a listing, our listings will have immediate access to almost 50,000 members, right? And that's just one of 10 things that we do. So if you want to sell a home, we've got some commission rates that actually help you put more money in your pocket. And then if you're buying a home, it's really worth having a conversation with me about our 25% buyer's agent commission rebate, and we give that to you at closing. All right, that's it. If you haven't already, join this movement, guys. Even though this is the channel for living in Clermont, we're gonna talk about all things Central Florida: Orlando, Winter Garden, Ocoee, Mineola, Leesburg, the Villages, Davenport, specifically Clermont, because that's where I live. But this channel is dedicated to that Central Florida living, lifestyle, fun, activities, theme parks, real estate. So hit subscribe and the bell, and make sure you get notifications when I do these videos, because I do these for you guys. Right now, if there's something you would like to see, if there's a topic you would like to see, drop me a comment below. I just posted a video just a while ago, and I got a really cool comment. If you're watching this, thank you for the comment, about tennis courts, public tennis access in the area. And so after doing a little bit of research, I found out we have got a ton of them. So, again, if you have questions, reach out to me. And if you know that you're going to be relocating, make sure you look below the video. I do have a relocation guide. You're welcome to grab it. It's an ebook, and take a look at some of the tips and suggestions we have for relocation to the area. All right, that's it on this one. Guys, have a great rest of your day. If I don't see you, or if I don't hear from you, make sure you hit subscribe and the bell for when I drop the next video. And until then, I'll see you on the next video.